Hello, this is Club. I'm on Yuga Master, and I'm going to be showing you some replays today with my updated Dark Magician deck. I still feel like I could maybe make some improvements to my Dark Magician deck, but this is the way I have it for now. So my opponent won the coin toss and let me go first, which was pretty nice. I actually have a really good hand. Like, this is an amazing hand. Like, as long as like none of my cards could get negated, of course, which they didn't, luckily. Because I can just summon Dark Magician the Dragon Knight, so like, it's pretty good, you know. Back row can't be destroyed. Dark Magician the Dragon Knight just being a tank with Eternal Soul, like, I love it. Then I used Pot of Prosperity as well. Found Maxi. I didn't really like the cards I got, so I thought I'd just get Maxi. Then I used Timaeus to fuse Dark Magician and Timaeus to Dark Magician and Dragon Knight. I was about to say the Knight of Dragon Magic. So then here I used Maxi. And then I also used Eternal Soul, just so Dark Magician the Dragon Knight can be protected by it. My opponent didn't have like Called by the Grave or anything. So my opponent was just like, nah, I'm not going to summon monsters, Maxi. I don't know, it's like my opponent maybe just had many, like, just a lot of monster cards, I guess. I don't know. But here I pretty much destroyed my opponents. This was pretty cool. I don't know, I gotta see what my opponent's deck was just to see if it's like based on monsters summoning a lot. But because of Maxi, my opponent was just like, nah. I'm pretty sure my opponent was like, you can't finish me next turn with Dark Magician. Well, that's where you're wrong. I'm pretty much going to do that now. So I summon Dark Magician Girl, and I'm pretty sure we get to see Dark Magic attack here. Actually, no, Dark Magician Girl, Black Burning, we'll see that. Oh, I've got to check my opponent's deck, and I'm not even joking. I'll check after this. I can't believe I forgot. So here, okay, my opponent won the coin toss and is going first. Okay. So for going second, this is pretty good. You know, Maxi, Ash Blossom, Magician Souls, Magician's Rod, Timaeus. So my opponent did something with those Pararoli cards or something, whatever they're called. Yeah, my opponent was just summoning monsters. I was like, cool, thanks. I activated Maxi, so then my opponent tried activating that monster's effect, so I used Infinite Permanence. And then my opponent used that spell card, and I was just like, okay. So my opponent summoned another monster, and I got Dark Magician, unfortunately. I mean, I guess it's okay, because I can summon Dark Magician with Magician Souls, and then just fuse Dark Magician in my hand with Magician's Rod if I get, you know, the spell card that fuses them. Oh my god, I haven't used Dark Magician some time that I just forgot right now. Oh my god, we'll see it anyway. I'm pretty sure I draw it here, I think. Secrets of Dark Magic, that's it. That's it. So my opponent had this. I guess that's all my opponent could do, especially just Maxi, and I negated a lot of things. So I did this on, like, just on purpose, because my opponent had a monster effect negate. So, you know, I did that on purpose. I summoned Chaos Angel. Apparently this can't be destroyed by battle, so I banished it. Then my opponent did that, so it can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, but I'm banishing it, so see you later. And then I summoned Timaeus by getting rid of Dark Magician, and then I used Soul Servant, and I got Magician Salvation. I could have, you know... Oh, actually, I think this is the safest thing to do, actually. And then my opponent left. That was nice. Alright, this one has like 6 turns or something. That's a lot of turns. Oh my god, I've got to check again. Yeah, I lost the coin toss a lot, as you can tell. Like, look at that. I'm just going second. So, my opponent did set 1 card down only, and I was a bit like, okay, this is an easy duel. But why'd I save this one? I guess my opponent just had like hand traps like Maxi and all that. But I used Ash Blossom, so that got negated. But why did I save this one? What happened? I actually don't remember. I don't remember. It was some days ago. So I got Diabellst. I was, you know, I was hoping just my opponent would waste Ash Blossom on that, but I guess not. Not that I care anyway. Oh yeah, my opponent was using Bestial, one of those. Oh yeah, Blue Eyes or something. It was really weird. Just here, unfortunately, I had to attack, and then just both my monsters would just get destroyed. Unfortunately. But I had Eternal Soul. I would have done something a bit different if I didn't have Eternal Soul. How much does Dark Magician... Red Eyes have? Red Eyes... I have him... Yeah, over here. 2,800 attack. Oh, 2,400 defense. Okay, that's why I didn't summon that. So our opponent is using Blue Eyes and Bestial, I guess. And this is another reason why I don't use Bestial much, because... I don't know, maybe my opponent got bricked, and I am summoning a lot of monsters. I have a lot of monsters in my graveyard, actually, that is perfect for Bestial. But I don't know, sometimes you just can't use them, so you have to use, like, your own, you have to banish your own cards. I mean, I do kind of miss using them, but it's just, I don't know, it's a bit not... hasn't been too consistent for me sometimes. Here my opponent went to banish Dark Magician, which was stupid, because I just have Eternal Soul. I can just special summon it, so... If my opponent did banish it, I would just get another one if Illusion of Chaos. So it was a bit risky for me to leave it in the graveyard, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, it was. But I just want to summon a lot of monsters, because I just want, yeah, a lot of monsters on the field. So I played Secret Village of the Spellcasters, but yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done what I did before. I should have just, you know, not have Dark Magician. But, you know, my opponent is going to activate it eventually. I guess my opponent should have just waited until I used Eternal Soul. But like I said, I guess it wouldn't really make much of a difference because I have another Dark Magician. And then my opponent did that. So I attacked, and I attacked, and then I used Eternal Soul. Well, I guess it would have made a difference because, yeah. I guess maybe my opponent would have had one more turn if they were smart, but I guess just my opponent didn't realize, you know, maybe didn't read my cards or something. But I'm pretty sure my opponent still wouldn't have won. But I'm pretty sure I would have won still. Not saying you're not smart. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, you know, just wait until I move a card from my graveyard. Like, I'm obviously going to use Eternal Soul. Oh, look, I finally won the coin toss, apparently. Fenra, where have you been, man? Oh, I've been in the deck. You only got one copy of me. Yeah, I can only have one copy of you. Oh, okay. So I use Magician's Rod to get Magician Salvation. I really need to make room on my laptop because I don't have much room left. My opponent used DD Crow, and that really pissed me off because I was about to summon Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, and then my opponent just did that, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna lie, this sucks, but I relied on Secret Village of the Spellcasters. I relied on it. So my opponent summoned that, changed its position, I banished it, my opponent did that, got that, and then that's it. Let's go, Secret Village of the Spellcasters, woo! Last replay, yeah, I have 5, which I'm pretty happy about. I usually like to record 5, so maybe I'll do some live duels after this, hopefully. Would I use Blue Eyes or Dark Magician? Hey, look, I'm going first, nice. So I quickly switched order. Yep, I quickly switched it to on, and then I used Wanted. Then I used Ash Blossom to negate Maxi. I'm not gonna lie, my hand is really bad. It's terrible. It's very terrible. It's terrible. So I got rid of Dark Magic attack. I don't even have Dark Magician, so whatever. So I got the trap card from my deck to the field, and I used Magician's Rod to get something, but then my opponent used Ash Blossom. That's unfortunate, so negated. I set down a card, and then I link summoned Artemis. I did my turn. So look, this kind of sucks. It's pretty terrible. I was just hoping to get Magician's Rod from, you know, my graveyard to my hand. That way I can just use Super Polymerization. But then my opponent used Called by the Grave on, you know, Diabell style, which I guess I was kind of okay with because I just pretty much hit my opponent with Super Polymerization, so then I use Magician's Rod to get rid of Artemis. I got Magician's Rod from my graveyard to my hand, and that's going to be the card I need to discard for Super Polymerization. I just need to wait for my opponent to summon another fire monster or something like that. But I feel like this is all my opponent could do. But I guess my opponent got a bit unlucky, so I was just like, oh, I don't have to use Super Polymerization then, cool. So I got Magician's Salvation, I guess, which was okay. So I got Soul Servant. Then I set Eternal Soul. And then I use Soul Servant to put Magician's Souls at the top. Then I use Diabell Star. So that goes to the bottom of the deck. Hang on. No, sorry, it's the Wanted card. Let me check Wanted. Yeah, bottom of the deck, then draw one card. So that's what that was the strategy. I used Soul Servant to put Magician Souls at the top of my deck, and then I was able to draw a card because of you know, Sinful Spoils being placed like at the bottom of the deck. And then here I get to draw a card because of Soul Servant. So that was pretty nice. That was actually really good. I got another Magician's Rod, unfortunately, which pretty much annoyed me, but I guess it's okay since I can use Super Polymerization. Here I summon Chaos Angel just so I can banish my opponent's field spell, and then just have like a really strong Synchro on the field. And I can get Dark Magician with Eternal Soul. So my opponent summoned Lady Debug, and got that card. Play that spell card to Fusion Summon or something. Yep, Salaman Great. I didn't even know they had a fusion spell. Link Summon to SP Little Knight. Used its effect. That's when I used Super Polymerization. And I fused my two monsters. Fused the two monsters on the field to Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We are Venom! And then my opponent did their turn. I summoned Dark Magician. And pretty much GG. That was a really good duel. That was a good duel. SP Little Knight, huh? Oh, I love Super Polymerization. I didn't use Pot of Prosperity because I don't want to deal half damage only. I need to destroy my opponent. Here I can even just summon Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, if I want to. I was going to as a backup, just in case, you know, for example, if my opponent was going to do some crazy shit. Nah, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, and that's just Eternal Soul protected, and yeah. Alright, so this is the deck I was using. Now, with the first replay, I actually saw my opponent's deck. I just remembered after the replays. I'm sorry. My opponent was using Sky Striker with a lot of spell cards. So, yeah, that's why my opponent just did nothing. Because Did I have Secret Village of the Spellcasters up? Oh, no, Max C, that's right. No, Max C, that's why. I guess because my opponent was going to summon a lot of, you know, stuff like links and all that stuff. So I guess my opponent just didn't want to do that. No, never mind. I thought I had Secret Village of the Spellcasters. But yeah, my opponent was just using a lot of spell cards. I guess my opponent couldn't really destroy Eternal Soul and Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, and didn't want to summon monsters because of Max C. And, you know, Sky Strikers, they summon many monsters. So yeah, I'm trying to find a way to add another Super Polymerization. I maybe could get rid of one Magician's Rod, because sometimes 3 is a bit too much. Yeah, I'll try that. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.